Howdy folks, Jay Boone down here at Emerald City Guitars for my pick of the day. So what we got here is an original 1940 Martin D-28. And for all you Martin lovers out there, this is getting into holy grail land right here. This is absolutely one of the most sought after guitars on the planet for Martin lovers. This and the D-45 and some of the other 40 series guitars, but the D-28 is kind of the flagship guitar for Martin and has been for many, many years. So this 1940 model in our shop right now is absolutely one of the cleanest examples I've ever had in the shop. A great era in building, and a few things that really set this era apart, of course, are your Adirondack tops. That's a two-piece Adirondack Spruce top with the Brazilian Rosewood sides and back. You can just see the beautiful grain in that Brazilian Rosewood. And then you look at the top, you see that really nice wide grain of that Adirondack Spruce. Just an absolutely beautiful top on this guitar. Pick guard in really nice shape. It's intact, it's not warping or anything. And of course you see the beautiful ebony fretboard on this guy. Flip it over, mahogany neck, and these rather rare Grover tuners, which were stock on this model. Says the two-piece back. You can see the little stripe down the middle there. Of course, this year they were still doing the herringbone inlay, which I believe ended in about 1946. Just sets that top off, man, just absolutely beautiful. So I'll give you a little history on this guitar. There's a local guitar luthier around here named Mark Tossman. He's a great guy, he's a nationally acclaimed guy, does fantastic work on vintage acoustic guitars. So Mark had this in his hands at one point and did a perfect neck reset on this guitar, at which time he also refretted it and re-glued the bridge. So that's the original bridge. Mark just simply re-glued it. The internals of this guitar, the bridge pad or bridge plate, is original on this guitar. So by 1940 on the D-28, they were trying to keep the bracing light enough by doing the scalloped type bracing to allow that top to move more without compromising the structural integrity of the top. And they nailed it in this era. So this beautiful Adirondack Spruce top with that scallop bracing really accentuates the low end and the volume on this instrument. You can see the ebony board there and the really cool snowflake inlays. If you look at the top on this thing, there's a couple little dings on it, a couple little pecker marks, nothing crazy, no cracks. Then on the back, you can see, a little bit of wear over the years, just from playing it. This guitar has been played, but it's been kept in absolute pristine condition. So it's all there, it's ready to be played, and you really don't get the gist of how special this era and this model of guitar is until you go play a new one and then sit down and play this one. It's just very, very evident. You're gonna find out shortly as we have Dan Phelps in here, and he's doing some acoustic guitar demos for us, and today he did this one and it just absolutely sings. This guitar came to me in not the original case, but it's a vintage ESS case that is in fantastic shape, and I'm guessing this case is probably from the late 50s, perhaps the early 60s. Fits the guitar great. It's just a really nice home for this guitar. So I'm gonna turn this over to Mr. Phelps and let him do a little bit of playing on this absolutely amazing 1940 Martin D-28. So there you have it, folks. My pick of the day, a beautiful original 1940 Martin D-28. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.